X. That means savage.
Okay.
There'll only be one savage.
So guys, so solving with inequalities, this is something we did in algebra, probably left out for geometry for a whole year, and so, you know, how much stuff do you remember from 2 years ago? Probably not, maybe even more than 2 years ago. So it's possible that this has been a while since you've learned this. So for the most part, solving and graphing or solving inequalities are pretty similar to regular equations, except for a little bit of extra stuff to remember. So it's like the fact that it's similar is tough because then you think all of it's the same. So on letter A, what do you think we should do? Multiply by 3. Multiply by 3. So x is less than or equal to negative 36. So this is less than or equal to the little inequalities eating the negative 36. That means that's bigger than the x. So we're going to graph this. We're going to put it on the number line to show where the solutions are. So negative 36, negative 35, negative 37. So a number line works this way, where the bigger numbers are to the right, the smaller numbers are to the left. So negative 35 is actually bigger than negative 36. Do you remember what kind of circle we use for equal to?
Open. Close. Fill.
It is filled in because it's included as part of the solution. So we're going to color this negative 36 in. So if someone saw that, they would know negative 36 works as a solution. Where are the other solutions compared to negative 36? There's lots of other solutions. Where are they going to show up?
To the left.
So x is smaller than negative 36. We need to go smaller from here. And smaller is to the left. So we're going to go this way. So negative 37 is an example of a number that would work. Negative 38, negative 39, anything this way, negative 300 would also work. And you can test that in here. Negative 300 divided by 3 is negative 100. Sorry. And that's less than, wait.
Jack, what are you saying?
You just had like 4 different numbers.
Oh, sorry. The negative 10 just threw me off. All of a sudden I was trying to compare negative 10. I was like, wait, negative 10 doesn't work. So if I do negative 300 over 3 is negative 100. That's less than or equal to negative 12. That's correct. So negative 12 is bigger than negative 100. Sorry, I feel like I always have to do like a Pac-Man when I talk about it. Have you ever seen that thing on the internet when someone in coronavirus is like outside, like looking out their window, and every time a car goes by, they like eat the car, like out the window, like they're like, this is where my life has become, and they're like chomping at the car.
So bored.
Okay, so letter B. Whatever. So letter B. What are you going to do to solve for n?
Divide
by negative 4. Does anyone remember what is different about this compared to the other? No. You think you remember, Ethan?
You have to swap the sign.
Yeah, is that what you're going to say too, right? Yeah. When do you have to swap the signs? So we have to flip it, yeah. It's either when you multiply or divide by a negative. So when you multiply or divide by a negative, we're going to write that down here on the remember part. Multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality. So the inequality was facing this way. Now we have to flip it to go the other way. Otherwise, the inequality no longer works. So you must flip it because we divided by a negative.
Flip exclamation point.
Yeah, like seriously flip. So we fill in the circle. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna hit you if you walk by again. So, so which way do we go from the 3?
Commercial break.
Yeah, just confusing the kids. Yeah, we're gonna go bigger. So n is greater than 3. So again, you can test this and check to make sure it makes sense. So negative 4 times 4 is one of the solutions we're saying is working. So that's negative 16 is less than or equal to negative 12. That works. Negative 16 is less than or equal to negative 12. I know negative numbers are confusing in terms of inequalities, so like it might take a little bit to think about there. So we're going to write that down here to remind ourselves that we have to remember to multiply or divide by negative. We have to flip that inequality. So solving equations or solving inequalities, same steps. We're going to distribute first, combine like terms. But the step that's a little bit trickier is on step 3. Or no, step 4, sorry. Pay attention here. So the same steps we've been talking about the last few days, but then on that multiply and divide step, if you multiply or divide by a negative, so the number that you're moving around is a negative, it's you're going to flip that inequality. And if you want to remind yourself, if you're thinking you might forget, open versus closed circles. These little goofy faces that look like shocked. Open versus closed circles. So we'll do a few examples with these inequalities, and then what we're going to do, we will go outside to work on some extra problems. You guys can work on the whiteboards, and then when you get a question right, I'm going to give you guys like a playing card, and you'll try to get like a good poker hand. Then you won't have any poker cards to play with. Then you get help from Mrs. Donahue. Then I'll help.
Is poker the one where you like mouth, or is that a different?
So you want like pairs or 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind or like or cards in a row, like
Royal
so like
flush.
1, 2, 3,
I
4.
don't know. I know
I can
all
help
the
you.
terms, but I don't know how to play. Yeah.
I love playing card games and board games and stuff, so I'm a it's an apple. It's from lunch. I just keep,
I know how to play.
lunch is a little chaotic. I forget to eat a lot.
I'm
It's
goldfish or goldfish.
a little stressful.
I think you should always pick our table. I know how to play.
I'm stressed about the whole lunch thing. It's very stressful. Okay.
But you saved us today. We were like second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like the middle of the room was kind of getting like.
We did like 11.
distracted.
Yeah, we were actually left. We left it pretty early today. My
Take
table.
that by you. All right, so number 1.
Take that.
So we're gonna solve this, but we have to remember our extra steps with these. So the biggest thing is remembering that if we multiply or divide by negative, we have to flip that inequality. So what do you guys want to do first in number 1?
And subtract 7.
Subtract 7. Oh, I flipped it already. Okay. So this is gonna be 36.
6.
And then to get my epsilon, I have to, and since we're dividing by a negative, what do we have to remember to do?
Flip.
Flip the inequality. I'm just writing a little note there just so you don't like look away and be like, what just happened there and not notice the difference. So negative 12. Then we're gonna put that in the number line to show where the answers are. Show which direction our answers show up. Now, what kind of circle is this one going to be?
Open.
Open circle.
Shoot, I accidentally closed it.
You can open it and put it in the top one.
Silly
Oh gosh.
Abby.
So then, what way do we go from negative 12?
To the negative 13.
Yeah, we're going smaller. X is less than negative 12. And it does work that if the X is on the left side, the arrow kind of gives itself away. But that only works if the X is on the left side. If it's flipped, then that idea doesn't help. All right. Questions? Yes. Alright, so example 2, what do you guys want to do first? Subtract 9.
Here,
I know.
Wow.
What's going? He's gonna get all the cards.
Okay. How do I get rid of that 2/3?
Divide by 2/3.
You divide by 2/3 if you have a calculator, you can divide by 2/3. What's another way to do it? Does anyone know like kind of the more mathematically sound way to divide by a fraction?
Get rid of it.
Yeah, you can multiply by the reciprocal, or you can just multiply by each part at a time. So you can multiply by 3 and then end up dividing by 2. Those cancel. So I have 3 times negative 12 is a negative 36 over 2, which is a negative 18. But this one, even though the answer is negative, I don't flip my inequality because I never multiplied or divided by a negative. So the number was already negative, I didn't change its sign. So open circle again. Which way from negative 18?
17. Right.
Wait, what?
Careful, it's trying to eat the A.
17.
So that means A is bigger.
Shoot.
It's okay. Really, Abby.
Freaking negative numbers.
And so this is an example where the way the little arrow, the inequality is going, it doesn't help you with which way the arrow should go. Makes sense?
I think the opposite way.
Oh, you just go the opposite way.
Yeah.
But you're saying like just in general it should.
Yeah.
Okay,
But when it's on that side, go the opposite way.
all right. So we'll do one more here and then we'll head outside. Okay. So
Is it
we're going to, it's lovely outside.
It was a little windy earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's switch it.
But,
Grass.
There's a graph now and another one.
oh, like just graphing on the number line still. All right. So we have 6x plus 6 minus 3x greater than or equal to 1 minus 2x. A lot going on here. So I distributed first. Now this is a time where when you move the variable, it really depends like kind of what you're trying to avoid. I like avoiding negative numbers. Some people always like their variable on the left side. It's kind of up to you guys. What do you guys want to move?
Go 2x.
You want to move the negative 2x?
Yeah.
I would move the 3x, but I am okay with moving the negative 2 if none of you guys agree with that.
Wait.
You want to move 2 or 3?
Wait, can't you put them together?
Yeah, but we have to move it to the. Oh, never mind. That's,
Combine.
gosh.
That's
It's
what-
Friday afternoon. It's not my
I did
strength.
that,
I apologize. This is 3x. Sorry, pay attention down here. All right, I know. This is much better now. Now it's not even a question what I want to move. Sorry, that's relax. Sorry. It's like past my nap time, my normal nap time, if I would.
If I was still at home.
Yeah, I'm a napper. I love naps.
Me too.
I always wake up and get confused where I am.
I always am confused, like, if I slept through, like, the whole night.
One time I thought I
So I have a puppy, and when their puppy takes a nap, you're supposed to take a nap too. I don't know if you knew that. So that's what I said all summer. I'd be like, puppy needs a nap, and because she always needed to lay on me, so I feel like I need to let the puppy nap. So
I gotta use that.
yeah.
Me too.
Hi, what's up? What are you doing?
Secrets are no fun.
Come back. I'm gonna go outside a little bit. We're playing poker.
I just got $22 today.
I bet she's a card shark.
Which
card
game
game
is the one that you make faces?
Headbands.
No, I mean, like,
Who's that?
My favorite is
Which one is
blackjack.
Yeah.
does anybody know which one that
No.
is?
Which one? What is?
Like, you playing like and you bluff or whatever. So it's like
That's
yeah,
poker.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's poker.
The one where you lay down, like you say, I have like 5 2s, and you know.
No, you're talking about Texas Hold'em.
What?
Or BS, the game BS.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Most students know BS more than they know poker.
I mean, like I always see them playing in movies. And they're like, I think they're-
Yeah, that's poker.
Yeah, I got
Some form of poker.
I told you that, Kinsey. Sometimes I'm right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Like in
Yeah, go back
psych
to class,
today,
Miss Miller.
in
No.
psych, they're like, Lake Superior doesn't
Okay.
touch Wisconsin. I'm like, yeah, it does.
So we fill in the circle. X is what compared to -1?
Hungrier.
Greater. And so they asked us the question, is -2 a solution for this inequality? Does it work?
No.
No, it would not, because it's over on the side that's not part of the solution.
No.
So- We'll take a little break. Sorry, we're gonna leave you guys while we go outside.
After this break,
You guys go outside too. Take a break.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna take the